Hello everybody, please welcome the filmmakers here for this special screening of Aimi. Tell us about your film.
Hi, I'm Skandar Kupti, and I come from Aimi, from the neighborhood, from Jaffa. And we spent 7 years in making this movie.
I'm Yaron Shani, the co-director, editor, and so on.
It's a list, it's a very long list.
Yeah.
Now, we met in Cannes where these two walked away with the special mention of the Camera d'Or, which is the main sort of competition now for first-time feature directors and debuts. Anyway, congratulations there.
Thank you.
Enjoy the
Thank you.
film.
In the Israeli city of Jaffa, there's a mainly Arab neighborhood where Muslims, Jews and Christians forge a fragile coexistence. Aimi. First-time directors Skandar Kopti, a Palestinian, and Yaron Shani, an Israeli Jew, weave together stories of Aimi's residents. From Omar, a Palestinian teenager forced to accept a costly peace deal to escape a revenge killing, to Jewish policeman Dando, who's searching for his missing brother, a soldier, to Binge, a Christian in love with a Jewish girl.
שאנחנו עוברים לגור ביחד. נהל, وين نهل؟ نווה צדק. طب ايش مع ابوك؟ ايش مع اهلك؟ ايش مع اخوك؟ ايش بدك هيك تنسى كل شيء بتنسى وتروح؟
These compelling performances are the result of 10 months of intensive local workshops, earning Aimi a special mention from the Camera d'Or jury in Cannes this year.
It was very, very exciting. We were like, my heart was going like this.
Okay, well, off you go. You're allowed to go party now.
Okay, thank you.
See you in London. Don't lose that!
Did all of you realise that every single person that you saw in that cast was a non-actor until these two got their hands on them?
We really believe that reality is much more interesting than our very narrow imagination. And we knew in the first place that we're going to use real people, which will bring their own history and their personality to this movie.
It's an incredible story. So they went off, they did these workshops with 300 they started with. It was survival of the fittest in some ways, but they promised, every single one, that they would be involved in the film.
It is very hard to do with such a big project in Jaffa because usually projects like this in the community, they never work. It's a very tough neighborhood, which is very divided, and people are really trying to survive and not into arts and culture.
Now, Yaron, it comes from a very different part of Israel, don't you?
Well, basically, I'm a Jew. And I consider the state of Israel my state. And I didn't know much about Arab entity inside Israel. I didn't know more than a few words in Arabic. So when we started working in Aimi, and because we used this very unique method of working with real people, I was exposed to an amazing reality that I didn't know of.
The actors, how much did they know about what was going to happen?
Let's say that you have a line that somebody has to say, I love you. Now, the classical way to make him say, I love you is to give him the script and tell him, listen, I want you to cry when you say that, and let's make rehearsals.
بطلب منك إنه تحترمني وما تعملش حاجة. لا عن جد إذا طلعت لابس هيدا هلا.
What we did is that we didn't tell him what to do. We put him in a psychological state that he will feel love.
So no script at all?
No script. They don't know what is going to happen, so they have to really listen and to observe what is going on. Their brain is becoming confused.
Some of them turn pretty nasty.
In the scene where the cop comes to arrest the drug dealer. They were cruising in Aimi and they got a call from their commander that they should go to this place and arrest this guy. This is all they knew. And we picked up some kids and put them in houses all around. And we knew how they're going to react because we know how people in Jaffa react when there's an arrest. People came out of the houses and attacked the police. So we really had to stop it because it became very physical and people were injured.
Everything that happens in the film, every dramatic moment, every surprise in the film is genuine.
Remember the peace agreement, the negotiation there. Talk about real. It basically was real, wasn't it? These two went to great lengths to get access to that scene. I mean, you were two very committed filmmakers. You went to the judge's house every Saturday, is that right?
Yeah. Haj Kraim, it's the advocate of Omar, which is a real judge.
وبيجي عليه أبو زيد وفيدا أسلحة ويطخ في الهواء كان ساعتها يا يطخ يا ينطخ.
We used to meet with him at 6 o'clock in the morning after the morning prayer. And then he used to take us to peace agreements all over the south of Israel. And we used to attend them and just listen and to learn. He always asked us to sit in front of him, and he was doing like this. Now see. Now look at me, how I'm dealing with this. Really, it was like a bit arrogant, yeah. Now, look.
No, but you have to say, you have to understand that this advocate of Omar is a big judge in the whole region.
عمر عنده سيارة ويبيع سيارة الأجارة ومنه جاره بيصلح في العجل ويطخ الجار وقتل جاره كمان.
ايش اللي خلاني اجي عليه؟ ايش اللي جبرني اجي عليه؟
We were sitting in meetings that I was really like shaking when people used to come and tell them stories like, listen, I shot this guy and now I want a peace agreement.
الزلمة اللي انحرم لا مخلف ولا متلف 100 ناقة 100,000 دينار.
That is based on the Quran, is it? All of that, those negotiations, they are.
Yeah, the law, yeah. The law.
So you didn't pluck that out of the air and said that's 100 camels.
No. It's based on the Quran. This is the law. Actually, when we made the scene, it was like the real thing. We just came to them and Omar and we told them that this is the story. A guy was shot, everything, and they just made it.
4 people in the room knew that this wasn't real. The rest of them thought they were making a documentary. Are there slight ethical issues here?
They didn't mind.
They didn't mind when they got approval. So you really did have to sit in a room and say, watch this and can we use this, didn't you?
Yes, because we respect those people.
I mean, one step wrong and you would have had to find 100 camels, wouldn't you? Huh?
No.
يهي اوه خلاص بنج هذه فيش منها رجعة هذه
فيش منها رجعة.
Once you pop you can't stop.
Why did you decide also to act in your film?
Because he made
I
me.
decided it.
He decided for me. No, actually, a lot of the story of Binge, I mean, the personality of Binge is based on me, in a way.
The drugs.
The drugs, no. No,
Okay,
not the
sorry.
drugs.
Okay, the messy house.
No, I clean my house.
Okay,
no.
all right. Well, what was it? Sorry, let's get...
My cool personality, my goatee, I don't know, stuff like this.
You tell me then, Yaron, if you
I'll
convinced
tell you
him why.
because it's hard for him to speak about himself. Well, basically, Binge is a clown. His life is very tough. So his a way of dealing with it is by making jokes. That the way that Skandar in his own life deals with the tough reality that he has to live in is similar to the way that Binge is.
Could I ask, are you Muslim or
No,
Christian?
I am Christian, but I have a Palestinian Arab Islamic culture. So I know Al-Fatiha. I know a lot about.
So did you find the portrayal of the Muslims to be a reflection that you understood?
Yes, it was incredibly realistic. The way the Christian father was with the Muslim boyfriend.
تسحب حالك وتروح من هنا فاهم وقلت لك مع بنتي تتحركشش وهذه اللي عملته كل معك عملته زي عملتك زي ابني وهيك بتسوي فاهم مع بنتي قلت لها تمسكهاش فاهم مش بحكي معك ولا تمسكها ولا تشوفها ولا تحكي معها فاهم.
I was just wondering politically where do you stand, you know, regarding a Palestinian state?
Politically, it's a big question.
I think
The thing is that basically this film is not about politics. It's not about Jews and Israelis, Palestinians. It's not about the conflict. The film is about human stories, you know, how every one of us is human. You have good people who share the same human values, who fight each other because of the nature of segregation between people. It's not the story only about Ajami. It's also the story about human conflicts throughout the human history.
Can we please say thank you so much to the filmmakers, Skandar, Yaron.
Thank you.
מה אתה רוצה? אתה רוצה שגם אני אשכב במיטה כל היום ואגיד אח שלי ואח שלי ואח שלי?
לא, אני רוצה שתחיה.
אתה רוצה שאני אחיה?
אני רוצה שתחיה.
למה אתה רוצה שאני אחיה?
יש לך בשביל מה לחיות.
ולך? מה, אני מת? מאיה מתה? די. די, מספיק.
Well, that's it for this fabulous picture show. Now, I know this was fun, guys. You had fun, didn't you?
Yeah, we really had fun.
But the fun is ahead. You're going to do a screening with the cast, is that right?
Yes, the movie was done with them and for them. And we're really excited to see how they will react.
Yaron, are you a bit nervous?
No, I'm not nervous. I am sure they will love it.
I'm sure they're going to love it too. Thank you so much for bringing your film. Congratulations to you and congratulations to the cast of Ajami. Enjoy your screening and we hope you'll join us on the next Fabulous Picture Show where we bring you other fabulous filmmakers.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this film?
I would definitely give 8.
The script was really brilliant because you couldn't really tell what was coming.
To get a group of non-actors to have so much emotion and produce such an excellent film was great.
It needs to be a film that's seen, so I hope it gets a good distribution.